And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review. I know that it doesn't seem like it, but it has been a long time since I've made a video game review, so this is pretty exciting. So when I had to get a new laptop for school, you know, all the nitty gritty, whatnot. Not gonna go too much into that, but with it came 3 free months of Xbox Game Pass. So I decided to finally take advantage of it and start trying to just work on some of the games that are in there. Some of the games in there I did play. A few of them I already have played and reviewed, so I'm not going to worry about playing those again. But I do have, my god, there is a large, over 100 games at least to work through. So I do not plan on, in the 3 months that I have the free trial for, I have a 4th free month too from Best Buy, who I bought it from, but they won't let me activate it. So I guess I might try again after the 3 months is over. Maybe get a 4th month and work on a few more, but we'll see. But anyways, so I got a huge list of games. I don't plan on getting through all of them. I'm just gonna get through some of the bigger ones that look more interesting to me, and just kind of go through the list. So if there's any Xbox Game Pass games out there that you know of that you want me to play, the PC kind, not the console kind. If there's any that you know that I think I might like them, or you want me to see me review them, let me know, and I will make it a priority to get to them while I still have this time. So, and the first one up, though, is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Actually, the rehydrated version of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game was originally released in 2003, though, so it's been a while. But they recently did a re-release, and I actually played this game on PS Plus when I had it a long time ago. Didn't get very far in the game, and it was before I really started doing game reviews, so I didn't make it a priority to try and get through it because I was just kind of dabbling in it a little bit. But I definitely made a more hard push to get through it this time, and I'm very excited that I did, because now I can finally review this game. This game is very highly regarded by a lot of people, but it's also not as highly regarded by a lot of other people. So I wanted to kind of get my thoughts on it. I got a lot of thoughts. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? First off, this is a good platformer. Very fun platforming. I gotta say, the environments look really, really good. It's just a gigantic, cumulative SpongeBob SquarePants world. You've got Bikini Bottom, you've got Goo Lagoon, Jellyfish Field, you've got the chum buckets there, and you've got all these other cool places that you can just walk around and roam through for the most part. Of course, there's enemies and there's stuff to do, but you can also just kind of look around at the jellyfish or the other fish, or just at plankton, or Squidward is there. You can play as Patrick, you can play as Sandy, even though Sandy is very OP. You can play as Sandy, but she is OP with that lasso. There's Rock Bottom, you can go to Rock Bottom. There's Garry, he's there too. Though it did seem like that some places got more effort put into them than others. Such as, Bikini Bottom is, kind of a more cumulative hub, but I thought Jellyfish Fields got some really good attention to it. I thought even the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, their lair cave area was pretty good. Rock Bottom, that's pretty some good stuff too. Goo Lagoon, stuff that is pretty weird stuff, but hey, they really went with that one. But some other places like the retirement home, or the police station, or we don't even see some of the other big areas a whole lot, and it's just they kind of picked and choose which ones they wanted to work with. And for trying to be a more cumulative attempt on Bikini Bottom as a whole, they did okay. The game also looks really good. Like I said, this is the rehydrated version, and I think the graphics are really, really good. I don't know how it compares to the original one, but I thought the environments looked really good, the lighting was good, graphics were good. Just really pleasing game to look at. So, and like I said, Sandy is OP. Patrick's okay as a character. I think SpongeBob is supposed to be kind of the base character. He's alright too. But if you can play as Sandy, do it, because she is so OP. She can take out a lot of enemies really easily. You can't always play as her, so it kind of sucks, but, you know, always, sometimes you can. And please do, because it's much easier. There are some other things that I think not so good to look on as far as that. I talked about kind of picking some areas to be more expansive with than others, but also the game is a little boring at times. I would say after the second boss of the game, which is the Sandy robot boss, after that boss, the pacing of the game really starts to drop off, because that's when it stops being more linear and more open world, which is good because then you can go around and do everything, but that also is when you have to start resource grinding. For a kid's game, now it's not hard, right? It actually goes a lot faster than I thought it would. However, there are still some dead points where you have to go back to places and kind of redo things and shit that you just don't really care to do again, you know? And a lot of the tasks are, you know, pretty easy, like I said, but they get repetitive, you know? They're kind of just doing the same thing but in a different order, and it's just like, that gets boring after a while. There are a few that are fun. When you go to Sand Mountain and do a lot of those like mini game tasks that you can get golden spatulas for, that's pretty fun. I like the sledding aspect of it. Otherwise, I mean, there are some okay ones, I guess. I don't know, a few of them are fun, but overall, it's just like they get a little boring, a little repetitive. The bosses, in my opinion, are also pretty easy and predictable. I didn't really see a whole lot of challenge dealing with a lot of the bosses in the game. Nothing that was super, super difficult. So, I mean, and the rest of the combat, I thought some of the common enemies in the game were, albeit a little harder to deal with than some of the actual bosses. And I think it's just because of how many of them there are, and also kind of they're a little bit more unpredictable, though, as well. Which is, okay. I don't know. However, that's all I've got to say about this game. It's still a fun game. Like, if you're a SpongeBob fan, you will like this game. And I definitely recommend giving it a try if you have the chance to, because I think you'll really like it. But as far as my final score, I'm going to have to give it I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 because I did really enjoy it. It just gets a little boring at times. And that's just what you have to deal with, I guess. But it's still really fun. So, anyways, though, that's going to do it for this review. If you've ever played this game, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more video game reviews and other awesome stuff for the Xbox Game Pass and more. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.